Good morning, everyone. Hoping you're having a fantastic morning. This is Michael from NCY Store, and we're going to go ahead and try to beat that brake lever again. I know we got it there. We got it a little bit stiffer, but I'm thinking we're still going to aim for perfection, right? Since that's what we do. So we're going to try to see what we can do. Now I got a little bit more energy in the morning. I'm ready to go for another, I guess you could call it how many rounds so far? I think in boxing they call it 12 rounds, right? So this might be our closer 12 rounds right here. So let me go and take this cover off here real quick. I'm starting to like this cover now. Only because I'm thinking, look at the weather right here. It is raining. So I'm thinking with this kind of setup here, I can feel confident that when my scooter's left, you know, for months out in the open, in case I need to travel or anything like that, or get away, I can rest assured that this cover is not going to fly flimsy like the, you know, the little windbreaker one, because it's heavy duty, also has a little ventilation for it. So I know I'm trying to sell this guy here, but I'm not actually. I don't have any affiliate links or whatsoever here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this guy off. Maybe I will, I don't know. But for right now, no, I don't. I just like it, just to, you know, endorse something that I see that's useful. It has this little thing here. I guess it protects it from the inside, so the outside, I don't know. So it has a coating there to protect it, I guess. And let me go and get this off here. And actually, you know what I realized? I actually have, remember that other Zenon's SSR model I got? Well, I forgot I had a spare one. And guess what? Look, I got another bleeder bolt right here. Even though this little back brace is different, I can tell you this though, these things actually come off. I didn't realize how easy they are. Because I'm thinking, where do you screw this plate to get it off, right? So check this out. You see how mine is like this right here, right? It has the metal one, like the most common one. You know, most people have these ones here, the metal plate, the, you know, sort of black metal plate. You can see on the other side real quick here. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Sort of. See there how it goes, like right there? You come from here too. You can see that little metal plate right there. See, ours is typically like this, right? You see this little protruding guy here? He actually pulls all the way out. And this guy here, they made it where it just looks like, how the heck do you get it off, right? The plate is actually simple. It's never been bolted on. What it is when the disc actually locks on, let me see if I can get this in the same position as the disc would lock. Once the disc is right here in between it, right, it creates an interlock, because this whole piece right here, and this guy here is forced to be back in the plate, back into your like swing arm. See that right here? He's connected to the swing arm. There's a swing arm right here, and there's the back plate right here of the brake assembly, your brake caliper assembly. So check this out. I was just fiddling around with this, seeing where do you know, this has a little rubber boot, so I'm trying to pull this, I'm trying to pull that, right? And then eventually when I start pulling, I realized these things can pull even far enough where it can actually pull to the point where it can actually come off. So here goes, I'm just gonna pull it, okay? Here we go, you guys see it now, 360? That's to let you know. I don't have incredible Hawk strength or anything like that, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and just pull it. You might want to pull it evenly though. I think it comes like, you know, straight. You know, it's one of those frogs will sing when no one's around, but the minute you put it on camera, it shies away. So maybe I can hold it like this. There you go, watch. Oh wait, let me just do this. There you go, look. Came right out. No magic trick. That's it. That's all it really is. Little rod here. And I believe they're... Ooh, I'm allergic to brakes. I believe they're the same rods. See, it might have a little moly graphite grease or something in there, but it's just... There it goes. See that? It just compacts in. Now, you got to pull it. So, if you were to actually mount this on there, this thing mounts in the back of your, let's say, your swing arm. And this thing's already clamped between the disc brakes, so it's not going to be able to go forward out. So in order to get this out, you'll have to take it toward the... I'm sorry, let's see here to make sure I got it right. Okay, there you go. Whatever your scooters normally typically rides. So let's say, for instance, this is there. So there you go, see? Now, you cannot get it out because for one thing is this guy right here, he's going to be facing your swing arm, right? And then you also got your disc brake holding this guy back. So more than likely... the brake assembly, this guy is not going to come forward easily because he's being blocked from going forward anymore by your disc brakes. And this guy's, you know, pretty much, what do you call that, stabilized by mounting on your swing arm like so. So So you could probably, I could probably take this guy here and actually exchange him out very easy by just pulling this guy out. If I pull this guy, well, I have to get him all the way out, remove his clamp or his brake pads from the disc brakes, take him all the way out here, and then take him apart. Very simply by just what I just showed you there. So that is another option there if we ever need to change out the whole brake caliper assembly. Which what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually try to see if I can fix, since the only spare parts I really have from this guy here to be able to use on this guy is pretty much this guy here. Well, his rubber boot for one thing, but also more importantly is I want to replace the stripped out sort of bleeder bolt before it gets any worser, and then I have a really hard time. So I'm going to replace him with the new one. Well, not the new one, but the pre-used one from an existing Zenon scooter here that they took out. I think the only thing that's pretty much Zenon is this frame here. The rest is pretty much generic still. So, but you can see here also, look at this one. It's kind of brittle and old. I'll probably not look at that. Wait, let me get camera angle there. More than likely, I'm not going to be trying to put this guy back on. Looks like he's about to fall off like sandpaper. I can take him off now. But when you do that next time, when you do put these guys on, when you do actually tighten and, you know, bleed your brake, just go ahead and take this whole thing off. It's better for you. Like, it already broke. So brittle. Wouldn't even last. But all I'm needing for is the cap. You can see how brittle they are. See, this is what happens. This is the thing with Chinese scooters. All the rubber material that you use, especially the brake hose, over time, just with a little bit of sun. I mean, I think the scooter said it had like a maybe less than 1,500 miles on there. There it goes. Look at that. So everything is just cheaply made. So I'll just put this rubber cap back on. This one seems a little bit more sturdy than this guy. This guy seems like he's about to crack also. See there, watch. The material seems like very, just kind of like you can rip it easily. See that? Alright, maybe not this part, I guess, but still. Well, I might be able to save this guy. I mean, he's still, even though he's not like this guy right here. This guy, even though he ripped, but he still feels like he has a lot more moisture. This guy feels like he's getting brittle on his own. So I probably won't keep him in anymore. But that's fine. There it goes. See that? But what I'm really interested in is this bleeder bolt. The bleeder bolt still has a good edge corners in all of them. And you definitely do want to use a 5/16, even though 8mm will fit also. I think it might be just a slight hair difference. But I did try both too. Sometimes I can't even tell the difference. They seem like they have the same slack. But I'll definitely just recommend just using a 5/16 one when changing these out. But yeah, so you can normally, when you take these out here, again, there's no screw that's really holding this guy here. See here, we can get a resolution on this guy. There's no really screw that's holding this guy here other than his interlock setup here where he's mounted fixed to the swing arm, but he's also, his brake pads is, you know, connected to pretty much the blade of your disc brakes. So if you were to take them all off, if they were, you know, like, I guess they were mounted this position because this right here shows in the front. And there's, it's kind of tricky here actually. Let me just make sure I got in the right angle. Because if you look at ours go this way, right? And our little 2 here goes the opposite direction. That's so interesting, huh? Like this guy right here looks like he's mounted on the other side of, over here because of the way this guy's facing, like, right? Because if you look at our bleeder bolt, it's on top, right? And this guy is opposite. So it looks like when they set up theirs, they probably put all the brakes on this side of the, next to the crankcase. That's weird. Maybe this thing is, like I said, this is from another Zenon scooter model. This frame right here, this brace. But if I was to, wow, I didn't realize, look, if you check it out, is there any way of reversing it? No, there isn't. Or am I not doing it right? Look at this, check this out. There's, let me see, let me take out this bar again, and let's find out. Because this might be 2 separate kind of disc brakes. I didn't realize there's one that's for the left or one for the right hand side. I thought that would be universal somewhat. But let's check this out. So all you gotta do is just pull, right? Just make sure you pull at even level like this, so both of these will come out, you know, perfectly like that. Because if you try to pull one over like this one, it's gonna actually create a little wedge resistance, and you're not gonna be able to pull it out easily. So if you want to pull out easily, and all this is underneath there, it's just a hollow housing area. You can see there's nothing really in there. And then of course you take out the brake pads by taking out the Allen bolts here. these little long studs. So you can see here they put a little grease on there. I'm not sure what this guy's gripping it. But anyway, even though I took it off, let's say like this, right? Let's check it out. No way I can get my bleeder bolt to go from the very top. This seems like it's made for only a left-hand assembly. I'd be damned. I really thought that I could probably get away with putting this guy in here. Or he could, I mean, but I'm thinking this guy might actually rub my rim, maybe? Let's see how far he can go before he starts. Maybe he won't. Yeah, he probably won't rub my rim. But he's actually funny because he's facing the opposite direction. You know what I mean? He's going in this way. I didn't think they make a left and right one. I really didn't. So now I learned something. I thought I can actually, you know, just take this brace off and be able to use him for the Zenon scooter, which is, you know, typical. But I guess unless he's more toward the front. I didn't know there was a difference. Let's check out the front too. Let's check out that front. Let's go and get this cover unveiled. Only thing is, again, I like to be able to, only downfall of this is since it's so thick, I gotta, you know, learn how to just kind of, you know, I really want to not play around with this too much while still just open frame, because I still have a lot of sharp metal pieces. I mean, sharp metal to the frame. I don't want to damage the water coating on this guy. See there? He looks pretty good. This one seems a little bit stretchy, but I think it's still okay. Alright, let's go and take him off. He's a real thick. Also, another thing, I just spoke with APM this morning from APM Scootering, and he mentioned that possibly, maybe I have to disconnect the orange wire from the alarm system itself and see actually if my blue wire will work accordingly like it should. So we'll try that out as well. We'll try that madness to the method, and we'll see if the remote start will work. Also, since he just did his PWK carburetor, I want to see if he can actually still uses a remote starter, because I know with every electrical wiring changes, there's always kind of maybe a challenge or something. So we'll find out if that is the case or not with him as well. If he's still having problems starting his scooter now that he installed the PWK, which he doesn't need the electrical wiring of the electric choke because he has a manual choke now. So we'll find that out as well. But let's check out that brake assembly, shall we? It's all about doing the brake assembly today again. Oh man. It kicked my butt yesterday, and I'm hoping I can redeem myself. Okay, let's check how this guy go. This guy almost the same. Look at that. Everything, everywhere this gun faces, it looks like it's always gearing toward the left hand. So unless, that's so interesting, right? So you can't really use that, look. It's more toward the left hand. Like right there. Lucky I got a good deal on this one. I negotiated with the seller that for like 10 bucks, so it's not a big deal for me to keep it. I don't know, for whatever parts. I think the brake pad might be at least worth that, and maybe even the piston itself. If it ever gets, you know, used up, I could probably see about swapping pistons. So I can use it for scrap parts. I probably can't use the housing, but I can use some of the components like the banjo bolts and stuff like that, and maybe even the Allen screws here. But I can't use this actual caliper assembly, because it's mainly for left-handed disc brakes. I didn't realize there was a side. So there it goes. See that? The bleeder bolt. I don't think I could face it downward, right? I mean, maybe I could. What's wrong with facing it downward? I don't know, but it doesn't seem like how I mounted. Oh, I'll mount it the same, actually. But does it curvature the same, though? Let's see. It might curvature the same, so you could probably mount it downward. Maybe it's a newer way. Maybe it's more smarter for it to direct it downward. I think these things might be interchangeable, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out, shall we? Because we're going to use this plate on it. So let's go and find out. Also, they gave me a little bit of screw packs with it, this everything. I'm not sure if I'm going to really need it, but it's good to know. So let's check this out. Let's see if this guy here can actually mount differently on there. I mean, this thing might be a purpose there that they serve for it. I try not to touch this again, but all right, so let's do this again. See how this one goes. See, this one where it goes, looks like it rubs here, which is understandable. See that? You just poke it in, you know, let your rubber protrude a little bit so it's not going to get damaged in there. Once you find its end, you can just squeeze like a sandwich, sort of. Try to squeeze in a way where you can see what I'm really squeezing. That's it. It just slides right in. Now we're going to see if we can flip it the other way, right? which I don't even know how it's possible because it's not universal. You can't go from the back side. Now this does have a little thread area, but I don't think there's anything driving that thread area though. Again, it's still a matter of just, see that? Squishing it right there. Now there's a bolt there, I guess, that drives in. Oh yeah, I don't know. Let me pull it out and see what's else. Take it away. Starting to feel a little bit arthritis pain here, like right there. What's going on with me? Maybe. There we go. Look at that, popped. I think there's a little thing right here, but there's no thread here, so it doesn't really matter. Even though there's thread on, where was it again? Oh, right here. So this probably is a matter of driving this guy in more, which I don't know. Maybe you have to clamp it somehow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is see if we can sort it out differently. So I can go this way. Obviously, I can't go this way. See that? So it won't be, because this guy will be hitting right here. Not going to let me. So it only fits one way. And the fact is, it only fits this way. Yeah, I was hoping to get this as a backup. I thought, wow, look, I got this whole thing easily off. I can just go and slap this on there, but I didn't realize it is actually angled for the, I guess, the left-hand side or something like that. But you might be able to mount it this way. I think there's no reason why it wouldn't be available to mount this way. It's a little bit upside down because it now puts the bleeder on the bottom, you know, versus what we had last time. So let's check it out. By the way, I put a new cardboard here, and actually there's no drip as of today anyway. We'll find out. I mean, I don't know if I really want to mess with it, to be honest with you now. But you know me. Let's just do it and learn it. Because I remember this guy here. Now, I'm thinking we could probably squeeze that to hold the brake fluid in from actually spurring out here. But just to make sure we're covered, I'll still get everything else properly, you know, situated. Like get a little, you know, bottle to capture the brake fluid, and also put a pan underneath here because I don't want to get this cardboard dirty again. But yeah, it came with a little bit of set of screws. I mean, whatever assembly it came with. This is not the banjo bolt, unfortunately. It's too damn long, and it doesn't have a hole in there. That's for one thing. So unfortunately, this is not the banjo bolt. I thought, oh cool, I got another banjo bolt I can use, but it's actually probably for mounting this guy or something like this to the actual scooter frame or something. But let's see. Let me take this off again real quick. Right, look at that. Yeah, I'm getting good at that. I just kind of hold it like this. Kind of pull it parallel perfectly. Alright, so let's see how this will do. We have to mount it downward. See, what matches is the back panel, though. If you look at it, other than where the banjo bolts is, they're kind of flipped over, right? But however, this guy, I don't know. This one takes the long one up top, see? He would have to go up top. Only thing I can think of, again, or maybe this. It probably breaks from within here, not from the rear. So maybe the assembly mount is more attached toward the front of the brakes like this. Which is probably harder to change, I think, because I like it out here in the open. So, what am I doing? Yeah, this might mount. No, you can't, because then your disc will rub here. I'm not making any sense like doing this way. So unfortunately, I don't know. I really don't know how this will mount. Maybe for this reason why it's probably not going to be compatible. I didn't realize they make a different one like this. So you got to be careful next time when you look at this. Really examine it. I don't think you ever run into this problem though, but if you order this and thinking, oh, it's the same as this, because if you look at it, it's easily like replicatable. You think, oh, I got this, I got that, I got brake pads, I got two little, you know, mounting bolts, I got the back part looking 1, 2, 3, and then when you come to find out, it's totally an opposite side of everything that you thought, then that's going to be a problem. So we're just going to take this banjo bolt off, and we're going to replace this guy with this. So before we start, let's go ahead and take the banjo bolt off this spare one here. And then we'll start, and we'll keep him in his assembly because we don't have any other use for him other than that banjo bolt so far. Okay, let's do this. Let's put him back. Put him back should be simple, right? I'm already getting him dirty already, just kind of walking him around. There we go. Trying to figure out. There we go, this is it. A little confusing in the sense of direction. You can always push it with this guy too, see? So yeah, so it looks like You know, he doesn't fall loose on his own, that's for sure. You'll have to apply a little bit of pressure. What you could do is just hold it from right here and just kind of fiddle up like this. So see that? Push this one down or whatever stabilizes. And the same thing when you put it back on, reverse it. Just kind of maybe, or use your 2 fingers here. Push this and push this right here. Should be good. There you go. See that? It goes in. As long as you get into a perfect alignment, it goes right in. So that should be no problem there. All right, so 5/16 again, okay? You want to make sure your bleeder bolt is, you're going to use a 5/16 and try to avoid the 8mm. And again, for our reason is, I might actually put this guy in there. I don't know, because I need to, you know, ratchet it out quickly. So I might cheat a little bit, or might not. I'll just use this one for, keep it consistent with what I'm talking about. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and break this guy out. I don't think there's no brake fluid in him. I hope not. Okay, here we go. 5/16. Okay, reverse. I think this is counterclockwise. Yeah. Oh man, this is hard to get out. You know what? Just to make sure, let's spray a little WD-40, shall we? And I should have my WD somewhere. There it is. Big fatty can. Okay. Don't want to strip them. All right, let's bring him in. It's got a little bit of WD on him now. That should help a little bit. Break the ice. Maybe it hasn't been cracked open for a long, long time. All right, so what I'm gonna do is get some leverage here. Oh, wow. Oh man, that was, holy smoly. But it's secure in there, that's for sure. So I'm sure this part is universal. I think I won't try the auto parts store anymore, that's for sure. That cost me my whole assembly on that one. In fact, I have that too as well, right? But there's nothing I can use for that one, I don't think. Or maybe I can actually take these parts here. Oh, I can't get the whole brake assembly out. Look, that one's rusted already. What's the deal with that, man? You think when you buy something, right? Everything is, whoa. This is more grosser than the new one. I'm not even afraid to put this guy on there. Holy schmoly. All right, let's spray him in there. Maybe we can, because we like his thread. That's the only thing we like about him. So let's find out. Let's give him another, actually, you know what? Where is that, the painter pan? I think that's going to be a good pan for us to keep around to use for a little bit. That will prevent us from spilling all over the place, right? So let me find that painter's pan. Might be here, might be there. I thought I put him back here or something. Eventually I knew we were going to need him sometime. Is he back here? No, I don't see him. Maybe somewhere here. We got a lot of garbage, tools and everything stacked away here and there. There's a pan here. Looks like more like a cooking pan. But it's okay. It'll work, right? For 25 cents. I can't beat that. Here, I got 31 in case so we can clean it later. We don't need anything fancy. Alright. So there we go. We got our working pan for today. And let's go and give this guy a spray. Where was our old WD-40 there? Alright, get the big fatty blast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray in here as well to prevent it from really going bad on us. Yep. Let that WD-40 sort of do his thing. Hopefully it didn't corrode so bad where he's blocking even the entrance of the fluid. See that one I'm afraid of right there? So I'm hoping. Oh, there it goes. It's opening up. You see that opening? There you go. There's two sides to them. Simply just one, huh? Let me just get another W. You don't want to introduce any kind of other fluid in there. So we're just using WD-40 to break the rust a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to scrub it off and then wipe it clean. Yeah, we don't want WD-40 being in our brake fluid, that's for sure. Just want to take care of that rust guy. Okay, let's tilt him downward. All the rust particles should come out. Alright, so now we got that guy here. Use our trusty scrubber like we always have for everything from soldering. Oh, don't want to get my little handheld thing dirty here. Alright, so here we go. We're almost here. We're also going to need to get a little bottle. Put this cap away. We'll put it inside his little bag here of stuff. Except for the other cap, we're needing to bring that one back. Put all his little brittle parts here. Didn't do us too good. It's a pretty good plastic. See, if it's a thick plastic wrap like this for the shocks that the guy sent me, I wouldn't say nay, but he sent it as like a little floppy plastic bag. It looked like something for your dry cleaner would put for you, so you could take your shirt. Not even very thick at all, just enough to cover from getting moisture or dirt. But this is it. This is what we do. So we'll need that guy. Put him here on the side for a second. Alright, so here we go. Let's clean this guy here. Take our WD-40. I'm going to submerge a little bit more on this guy here. Just going to concentrate on cleaning the bolts right now. Alright, so there we go. We'll just clean that right there. Look at that. Not bad, huh? I didn't use that little rust remover, though. So you can see it. So you can see it. Okay. Not bad. Brought back its bling bling. Oh, don't want that rust. I'm surprised that's what brake fluid can do, huh? Can rust things like that. Then we're going to get a shop vac. Kind of wipe it clean. We're hoping this one actually maybe creates a better seal. If hopefully the vacuum or air, it's not leaking through the bleeder bolt. So we're hoping this guy will do it. Almost there. Alright, so I think we're good. Let me go wipe them down. Clean them really nicely. And then we'll get the shop vac to blow anything any kind of what do you call that? Chemical that's left behind. We just don't want that. We don't want the oil from the WD-40 to get mixed with our brake fluid. That's just, we don't want that. Might cause maybe a little bit, contamination there. We don't want anything to contaminate our brake fluid. Sorry, I'm just cleaning it really well. Okay. Alright, let me blow on it just to make sure actually air comes out the other end. You hear it? So what you can do is just you can blow on it. And when you blow on it, just want to make sure air comes out the other end. So, like you're playing a flute. So you put your mouth here, just kind of nicely, or you could put, lift it up a little bit. You don't have to touch your mouth on there, and just kind of. There you go. So it's definitely got air coming out of it, no problem there. All right, you think that should be enough, right? But you know me, just want to be paranoid and make sure of everything. So let's go ahead and get started. We need an empty bottle again. Oh man, look at all that my heat shrink came out. I know, you're probably thinking he's just dragging his feet from having to do this. Yeah, probably. Alright, let me just clean this give up real quick. Actually, I'll still have to do it regardless, so it just takes more energy for me to clean this up. Then on top of that, I gotta go target the brake line. Which I just, you know, our goal is to get it tight, you know. Oh, don't drop anymore. I'm not trying to redo you again for the second time for the same period. There you go. Slap them on there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our guy here. Our shop back, we'll connect them. Feels oily a little bit my other hand, but that's okay. Hopefully it doesn't just suck them in there. Then I have to open this guy up. Alright, so what we're trying to do, we're trying to blow, right? I believe I get the idea now blowing's on this side. I think this is the suction side where the switch is. I might be mistaken, but we'll learn this time for sure. Okay, the blower side against the space in the back of it. The switch side might be the sucking side. Yeah, that's definitely the sucking side. Okay, so here we go. Oh, sorry. So I was trying to do this. I'm trying to muffle them. Try to get all the air to force out within that tube only. Alright. I think I got it, or whatever I think I got. Okay, let's try to do the sucking side just to double check. Gotta cold for this one now. That holds it securely. It's strong enough to suck this leader bolt in, so. Yeah, he's good. I'm sure there's no residue of liquid back in him now. Okay, so now we're ready to bleed this guy. And when we're bleeding him, we gotta actually maybe hold this guy tight. So my one arm will, see that? I mean, I'm not feeling that yet. I mean, even though I can't go all the way down, I still feel like we could do way better. Because this guy, you know, he's actually on the same number 4, right? And he's still like maybe an inch before he can actually close. This guy here, he's like maybe half an inch before he can actually, you know, really feel resistant. So I really want that same effect of an inch here. You know, I'm happy with this guy, but not with this guy. So that's why we're doing this all over again. So what I'm gonna need is a cutter. We're gonna need to splice up. I already cleaned out our little brake line hose here. So that's done, thank goodness. So let me go and get this guy out. And we'll still need a little small tie strap because that works the best. We might just even use this whole pan here. Why about that? We'll see. We'll see. You guys like that little plastic bottle trick? I think that's a pretty nifty one. How it just locks it into that little plastic bottle. So we might do that same plastic bottle trick. But meantime, we can't really tie this tail until we actually break it. So it's gonna be quite a bit messy. Maybe we can just drop it all in here. Maybe, I don't know. I think the hose will be, but the minute I twist it, I don't want this hose to be flopping everywhere. So more than likely, let me go and get this guy out of the way now. He should be okay. Put a cleaning guy here. Just get them out of the way for a second. Keep an open area here to work with. I think this will probably catch most of our droppings. But we still need a bottle. That, or we can even take this guy here. What do you think? Well, this is my water from McDonald's. You can put a tube in here if you want to. But again, brake fluid will probably eat eventually this guy real quickly. So probably a bottle will be much more accurate. See, anyone threw a bottle away? No bottle whatsoever, huh? Empty bottle, anybody? Probably find one backyard. Let me go and get one. Then we need to slit it. Slit it and forget it. There we go. We don't need anything that big, right? Got plenty. Here's a Coca-Cola one. Coca-Cola brick bottle. Not a bad combo. Alright, so now we need a razor blade. Fortunately, I can't find my razor blade cutter that I had last time. So let me see if I can... Well, I have the pack of spare razor blades here. Quite a bit here, actually. Gotta figure out how to open this guy here. I think it's like a safety mechanism. You open it this way, you dispense it this way. What's the deal here with you? Or you put your thumb in here. There you go. Then you push this forward, or what? It's like a safety lock or something. Got all these nifty contraptions how they store things, but it's never easy as far as just getting it open, just so you can get the item out. It's like child-proof or something. Okay, let me figure out how to get the tool out so I can use the tool. Alright, so here we go. We had our razor blade cutter, but I don't know where it went. I'm not the only one. Oh, here it goes. We'll use this guy here. There should be a razor blade there. Perfect. Just a little slit on him. There we go, that's it. What you're gonna need it for is to pretty much, you create a little, you know, a little clamp like this in there. You can put it like, almost like a fishing hook, you could say, right? And then just forcefully, this one probably needs to cut a little bit more. Or cut it the other way, because it's a thicker plastic. We'll go like a cross section. Once it gets in there, it creates a hook. You won't have to worry about it falling out. Come on. I see him right there. See? There we go. There we go. I guess it's in there. Sort of in there. Not just in there. It actually went through the other end. So it really created itself. And I guess we'll just blow on this a little bit. You can put your thumb over here so you don't get someone else's bad karma there. Oh, actually I can't because it's so thick. It doesn't even blow in that easy. So we'll just have to deal with it. I think it'll be sheet fine. I don't think he's going to go wacko on us. I think he's going to come out and then, so he's going to stabilize himself like that. Alright, so we got that guy there. Let's get ready to put an apron on our buddy there. Just like we were going to bleed him, like we are actually. So, put this forward. We don't need this guy anymore. Okay. Let's go and get our shop rag. We'll put the shop rag in here. This is where we keep all our shop rags. I mean our disposable ones. Oh, look at him. See, when you don't find something, you find it all. Look at that. Another one right here. We'll put it here. That way we won't lose it. Which way is easier to get him off? This way? Alright, and then this way it is. Come on, feet in. There we go. It's kind of like a weird hook kind of loop there we did. I guess this will work too. There we go. Just gotta need enough for. All right, here we go. This is round, sort of. We're getting there. You know, we have an interesting fight on our hands. All right, so get him in. Kind of scoot him out. I mean, we wiped this clean already, but I hate for it to spill again. But there's nothing we can do. But to try to get more tighter, that's the only way to bleed it. Look at that. He's almost going really, really loosey-goosey. I mean, he's getting there. I mean, the more you pump, the more he gets more resistant air coming to him. But that's not really what we want. We really want it to be properly tighter than that. So we're going to keep on keeping on. 2.5, right? And our Allen socket. So So all we're gonna need is probably this 2.5 and our 5/16 to drive out that bleeder bolt back and forth anyway. So, and the tie strap, and there we go. I think I kind of tightened him already, so he's ready for us to bleed or open up. Loosey goosey. The other way. All right, that one's loose. That's what I like about Allen bolts. They do strip still, but the chance of them stripping versus those ugly Phillips that always you find in your carburetor. I know these aren't going to be a challenge to break off, but once you break them off, just replace the sucker with some Allen bolts. All right. Come on. Really? God, this Allen bolt is stuck in there. His teeth is good, but don't need him stuck in there like that. Holy smoke. He really bite into that Allen bolt. Let's see if I can even break him off. I'm not sure how. Never had a problem like getting the Allen bolt out of the Allen socket. Holy smoke. Might have to drive him in and try to twist him out. This is ridiculous. Alright, here we go. Have to come back forward just to bring you outward. That's so uncool. Look at that. He's just stuck there. Alright, guy. You asked for it. I'm just going to get a plier, pull you out. I won't pull the thread out, though. Let's see if I can get one. Try to do is kind of hook him out. Like hammer him out, sort of, this way, you know? 1, 2. We're going to pull him like this. So kind of yank him like this. Oh, unbelievable. That's how much he got stuck. Alright. Don't want to damage his head, nor do I want to damage his thread. Gotta flex him out or something. Unreal. How did you... My golly. Alright, this might be a good way. I just don't have any leverage, unfortunately. You know, it's not like I can have something to yank it on, you know? Only thing I can do is just kind of play with this guy here. That would pull him a little bit. Unbelievable. I can't believe an Allen bolt can... My golly, you guy. Not damaged, but man. Talk about the devil. Alright, so let's do this again. Let's get the other guy. He was okay. He looked like he's ready to come out, so we're not going to put pressure on him. We'll just relieve this guy. We just need his little socket. And he was a replacement too, by the way. Alright, I'm going to take these guys out first. And then what I'm going to do is probably put them somewhere. I wish I had some more sheet of paper. I had some sheet of paper earlier. But here we go. I'll just put it in this towel. There we go. Dirty, so it's fine. Put this guy back here. In fact, we can use him maybe for everything else. Who knows? Alright. There we go. See, it's dry. That's what I want. And we just need... There goes the brake fluid. Alright, here we go. Excuse me. Put in here. Put this guy in here. Put in here because he is just covered with brake fluid. We don't need to get him dirty. This guy's gonna come back with us. We'll leave the Allen socket there. Alright, so we're gonna twist forward like this. Hopefully it won't spill. The light's getting there, so we gotta be careful. We will put the cap on. It might create a little bit of spill here, but I think it's good still. Okay, so here we go. What we're gonna do is get ready to bleed this guy. I'm going to try bleed him one more time, give him another try. And if he still doesn't, I'm not going to put the tie strap on him. I'm going to take one tissue here for myself, my nose. Okay. We're going to reach over there, pump him again. And maybe, you know, since we have a little more morning brisk energy or something like that, it might work to our advantage. We'll see. Let's get this guy here. Let me just find this little charging little button here. It's so hard to find because it's all solid piece. Wish Anchor got smart and made a little bump. They don't need to make a smooth integrated one. They need us to be able to feel it. You could probably put like a little rubber sticker or something on that little button that's on the Anchor battery charger. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I found out its best angle here is because you guys can actually see it, so it won't be covered with the wrench. So I'm just gonna put this tube in there. I'm not sure if I can get my socket in. I should get my socket in first. Okay, this is closing it. I sprayed this also with brake cleaner inside the tube because it does look like it can adjust itself. So it shouldn't be too bad. So here we go. I'll probably get this guy over here. Excuse me. Alright, so here we go. We're going to try to pump. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like I did yesterday. All day. Yeah, all day. Okay, so I'm going to bring this guy forward, sort of, because I know that's more where his threads are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The guy's already falling loose. That's a problem with him right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, since I tighten this down already, right? So what I'm going to do is, see this guy right here? Look, he fell all the way down, which is normal. He's collapsed. Now, the minute I pump air into him some more, he's going to relieve himself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a tie strap, and we're going to tie this guy down here. So let me go get a tie strap real quick. I'm still holding him, though. So I'm going to go get a tie strap. Thank goodness this tripod's holding his job. Okay, so I'm going to get a tie strap temporarily, just to hold him down, because I don't want to relieve pressure back into the air. I mean, I don't want to put air back into the hose line, so there we go. Alright, so tie strap is holding him now. We can concentrate on bolting him. There we go. And we're going to replace him with our new one. There is our new one. See there? There's our brake line. It's going to get a little messy, so let me separate my little plier here. Prepare for, what do you call that? Operation extract bleeder bolt. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to put a little cloth just to make sure. What should I do first? Should I just go and unscrew this? I think I should just go and unscrew it. Okay, here we go. Actually, I might need to take this guy out. It's gonna want to split. We don't need him to split forward. We need him to go down. So we got him in the position where he's gonna stay down. Good. All right. So now, excuse me. All right. So, excuse me. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this guy here. I should tackle him in a way where, sorry, open on this side. Oh my gosh. Sorry, this is like a sneezing video now. Oh man, I still have some more coming, it seems like. Okay, there we go, look. I'm bleeding him. He's coming. He's coming all the way off. Get ready to put this guy in there. Here's a replacement. Remember, a little rusty dusty a little bit on top. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. And let's actually get an eyeball view of measurement here. How this guy compares to the other guy. There we go. They're about the same. They look like about the same. But what I like about him, he has a fresh thread. I mean, he has a fresh, you know, piece there. See, instead of this guy, look like he's being chewed up. Even though he's not nice and new as the very tip like this, but this part matters just as much right here. That way we don't have to worry about next time when we bleed it. Hopefully we don't. Alright, so now Now he's in. Again, the pressure is being vacuumed back because we have a tie strap tying our brake lever. So you can see there's no brake fluid just squirting out, right? Which is a good thing for us. So let's go and put this new guy in there, new kid on the block. Let's drive him in. He's probably going to want to leak. So let me take a little bit of the fabric. I'm going to keep a little bit this guy on the bottom here for him. So maybe we can make this a less mess video. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and screw him in. There he goes. There's some coming out, which is expected. It better come out because that hole's not doing its job. But he feels a little bit more secure in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect our bleeder hose. In fact, before I connect our bleeder hose, let me go and get our socket wrench prepare. See there? Now we got plenty. Maybe this way would be better, right? I want to make sure which angle I can do. Maybe this one's a little bit more closer. Yeah. So it's more inclined toward me versus what it was before. There we go. Take them all the way as I can, maybe. Alright, then we can use a tie strap. The reason why for a tie strap, for one thing, it keeps the screw too, so you might want to get an open socket for the screw. But be careful though, if you get it in this angle here, you will start eating away and cornering it like this. And that's the problem of our last screw right here. What we did was we cornered it like this, and over time, you know, we weren't really at an angle that's supportive. So you might want to make sure you get all the way to the bolt side. So maybe what you could do is use a tie strap as your blocking guide. So you know when you hit the tie strap, you hit that very front that you need to stay in the front. And also the tie strap secures the hose too. So it's kind of a double purpose for us to put a tie strap, a small one. Let's see here. Because the hose does leak. Now you can cut it if the tie strap, little pinpoint here gets in your way, which I'm probably going to do. So let me go and get a little snipper pipper. Alright. When you cut it, you might want to pull it just to make sure it's tight. That's what I'm doing right here. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to my nice exhaust. It's a little bumpy. I don't know what it is. It might be some crusty buildup or something. Just feel it in here, but it's not anything I can see right now. But just feel like a little crusty buildup. Hope I didn't do that with the. Oh no, it came off smooth now. Kind of buffer it out. Now that's a surface scratch. Not like an indent mark. Alright, so here we go. You can tell when it's a surface scratch, it's just a little bit of the paint, not actually to the enamel or primer or the whole metal itself, exposed or aluminum. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and bleed this guy, just like I did last time in the other video. Now I pumped a little bit already. Let's see how much it resuscitate. Not much, so we got a long ways to go. You guys probably can't see it, but I can see it. See, there's an incline. The shadow is like about accurate. See that? Yeah, you can see it now. There we go. See that? So we got a little bit, and it's a little dark too, by the way. I don't know. It's like dirt comes back out. Anyway, so let's go and pump. And now you can see me. Now what I'm going to do is really careful this time. I know it's a very tricky thing to bleed your brakes. I mean, I learned it from how many hours is spent now. So what you want to do is you want to move this forward. Keep an eye on it, because you want this guy here to come forward as much as you can. And if it gets hit more by the tie strap, it's better, because if you come out here in the angle, eventually you're going to start stripping the back like I did with the other one, right? Holy shit. In fact, this one here, I need to move it the other way, because look, I can't go all the way tight because this bolt's in the way. So let's see if I can sort of play off on this guy real quick here. I might be able to. Let's see. See, he's loose all the way from this end, so I might be able to do that. I want him to tighten, but I want him to be loosened too, sort of at the same time. So let's get him corrected first. See where he's at on this. Okay, so this is tightening. See that? It's spinning off from the wrench, which is a good thing for us anyway. So let's see. See, when I bring the wrench from here, I can go forward, it'll capture him. So I want to make sure I tighten him.